Welcome back to the Reading Corner with Mrs. G. For more great stories, subscribe here and give me a thumbs up for like it. And if you like the Berenstain Bears, we have several of those. Today we're going to do Life with Papa. We also have Eager Beavers, Too Much Birthday, and the Berenstain Bears and the Bad Dream. So check back for more great stories. All right, Life with Papa. What's going to happen? If you know anything about Papa Bear, get ready. Hey, we were pretty cute when we were babies, said Brother Bear as the family looked through a photo album one day. You're still pretty cute, said Mama Bear, giving him and his sister a little hug. Mama, please, protested Brother Bear. What do you think Cousin Bertha's baby will look like? Sister Bear wondered. Like Cousin Bertha and Cousin Bert, of course, said Mama. Cousin Bertha, who lived on the other side of the forest, was expecting her first cub quite soon. Then Mama sighed and said, I do wish I could go stay with her for a few days. Being a first-time Mama Bear isn't easy, and I think I could be a big help. Sounds like a good idea to me, said Papa Bear. What's to stop you? What's to stop me? Huffed Mama. Who's going to take care of the things while I'm gone? The cooking, the cleaning, the shopping, and all the other things that need tending to. Yours truly, Papa Q Bear, of course, said Papa, puffing out his chest. Not only can I handle the job, but I can handle it half asleep with one hand tied behind me. Oh, is that so? Said Mama. Well, let me tell you a thing or two. That's when the phone rang. It was Cousin Bert with some news. Twins! Exclaimed Mama when she heard the big news. Then, as she hung up, she said, That settles it. I will have to spend a few days helping out. As for things here at home, I'll do what I can before I leave and just hope for the best. Bye, Mama, shouted the cubs as she drove away in the family car. And don't worry, shouted Papa. I can handle things here at home. No trouble at all. Think there's going to be trouble? Not only that, he added when Mama was out of sight, I'm going to handle them like they've never been handled before. First, I think I'll give these rugs a good cleaning. Okay, Papa, said the cubs. We'll get the vacuum cleaner. Forget it, said Papa. I'm going to clean them the old-fashioned way. I'm going to get that deep down dirt out with a rug beater. Then he snatched up all the rugs and was out the door. It wasn't until the cubs heard the whack-whack of the rug beater that they remembered something important. One of the jobs Mama had done before she left was to hang the wash on the line. Wait, Papa, wait, they shouted, rushing out the door, but they were too late. Just try to do this with a vacuum cleaner, said Papa as he whacked another cloud of deep down dirt out of the rugs. When Brother and Sister pointed out that the deep down rug dirt was now all over the wash, he said, Don't worry. It'll surely rain before Mama comes back and rinse it all off. Meanwhile, you cubs are in for a real treat because it's time for lunch. I'm going to make my triple flip honey mustard pancakes. Honey mustard? They each said, making a face. But on the third flip, Papa got a little carried away and flipped the pancakes so high they stuck on the ceiling. Not to worry, he said as he scraped the gooey mess off the ceiling and served it to them. Mama's ceiling is clean enough to eat off. And, said Papa, what could be nicer after a good lunch than a cozy fire in the fireplace? "Don't forget to open the flue," screamed the cubs as he lit the fire. But once again, they were too late. Since the smoke couldn't escape of the chimney, it billowed through the house. "Not to worry," yelled Papa, trying to beat the fire out with one of their best pillows. But all he got for his trouble was a burst pillow and a cloud of feathers. The fire hissed and steamed as brother and sister doused it with water. What a mess. Smoke, feathers, wet gunk in the fireplace, pancake goo on the ceiling, dirty wash on the line. That's when the phone rang again. It was Mama. It turned out that Cousin Bertha's neighbors were giving her so much help that Mama wasn't needed. She was starting for home and would arrive soon. Uh-oh. When the Bear family's neighbor, Mr. Skunk, saw smoke and feathers billowing from the treehouse windows, he knew something must be very wrong and came over to offer his help. "We're beyond help," said Papa Bear. But when the cubs explained things to him, Mr. Skunk said, "You're never beyond help, not when you have friends." He called upon the forest friends, and more quickly than it takes to tell, the creatures of the forest pitched in to clean up the mess. Birds and butterflies fanned the smoke out with their wings. Squirrels dusted with their tails. Frogs snagged feathers with their sticky tongues. Raccoons rinsed the dirty wash in the brook. Papa, brother, and Sister Bear helped too, of course. Then just as the last feather was snagged and the last bit of dust was whisked from the fireplace, Mama Bear arrived home. After hugs from Papa and the cubs and a report on the twins, she looked around the house. "The house looks wonderful, my dear," she said. "However did you manage it?" "Well," said Papa, "it did take a little doing, and," added the cubs under their breath, "a little undoing." Okay, we'll see you next time in the Reading Corner with Mrs. G. See you then.